Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the readings. So I like to look again at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play it as karmic themes to help you understand why your person's doing what they're doing, why you're attracting who you're attracting, what you can do to shape shift the energy. Very important when you're dealing with a person that wears masks, creates facades and illusions. Again, we want to know why, because a lot of times we're left with pain and hurt and not, again, triggered and ruminating on why this person is doing what they're doing. So when we're able to see things from a different perception, we're able to implement different habits and behaviorisms. We're able to do things differently and we get a different outcome. And at the very least, you get to avoid really negative karmic consequences, because there's, again, many different realities that play it at one time. So your level of consciousness depends on really how healed you are, how much you loved yourself, how many shadows you have, how many spiritual blocks that you have. All that, like, again, determines how balanced you're going to be. And when I'm talking about balance, I'm talking about spiritually balanced, someone that um, doesn't feel like they continually attract really negative partners. Karmic is, we associate karmic with negative. There's many different karmic relationships, but it's those past life karmic connections so that there's so much passion and chemistry, but there's so many spiritual lessons in the connection that the reason why you're attracted to that person will not last. Meaning you're attracted because of the chemistry. You're attracted because you are physically attracted to this person. And they may have the potential, but that they are not living their truth. So again, the whole reason why you want to be with this person, you're not, again, it's an illusion, it's a mirage. And that's like you get to avoid all that. That's why, like I said, no, we'd always want to know whether the person's going to come back or not, but it's really not as important. Okay, let's see what the word of the video is now. If you've been following me, you already know. But if you are new to the channel, know that you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar, and wait and see if I wrote the word winner underneath your comment. If I did, then you'll have to email me. Everything is in the description box, directions. You'll tell me the days and times that work best for you, the channel you found me on, and then I'll send you back a link. All readings that I give away are done live. However, a lot of times I'm doing readings and you guys don't even know that I'm doing readings because a lot of people want it private. So they either let me channel, which most of them do because I don't need questions. But for those of you that like to give questions, you just send in the questions when we figure out the day and time. All right, let's see. Again, that just slid out, and I'm like a little get tired of this. This knowledge wisdom slid out, but we know that that's soulmate. We know that's of a higher consciousness that we're attracting someone that the divine, the universe has brought into our lives, that there's a real spiritual reason for this person to show up. Now, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to be with them. It just means that the encounter is supposed to happen. Self-righteous, I'm going to take that, which obviously is not soulmate energy now, is it? That's karmic energy. When we're dealing with someone that's arrogant, someone that's self-righteous is arrogant. They think that they're too big to fail. They think that the rules don't apply. Tactlessness. And that's what I said. I feel like you're in separation from someone that is a soulmate, but they're acting like you're not. And they're acting like you're not because they're at a very low vibration. There's someone that's drinking a lot. There's someone that's running around, talking to a lot of different people, trying to forget about you completely. And I just feel like it's almost like this person like goes through high highs and low lows. There's a very manic energy And the thing is, I feel like there's a lot of things falling apart in this person's life that they're almost like, fuck it, I don't care. Oh, that like no one's going to tell me what to do. No one's going to tell you want to make me feel bad. You want to hold back from me? Good. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around and I'm going to talk to who I want to talk to and be with who I want to be with. And there's nothing that you're going to do about it because, the truth of the matter is this person feels hopeless and they feel like everyone's abandoned them. That's the energy. We're going to see again what else they're doing. Whether or not we'll get more confirmation cards, I don't know. We're going to see sex. That was card on top. So I would think, yeah, that this person, that's what they have on their mind. And I feel like that's this person's default mechanism, that every time they get into a fight with you, it justifies why they have to go out and meet somebody else. I feel like this person's a sex addict. And it's what it is that they would like to be in control. You see how that hand is around the neck? It's like control. This person doesn't feel like they have any control in their life. So if they can be dominant with someone, and they can't be dominant with you. And that's really, if you want to know why. This person has a lot of trauma. And it's almost like, oh, you're going to hold back from me? Well, I'm going to hold back from you. We're in a competition. We're in a race. It's like they treat it like a game. And so the very immature energy, again, where you see that with someone that's very arrogant. And when the truth of the matter is that this person doesn't really even know who they are. It's like if they have a fear of death, and when they fear of death, it's a fear of like people seeing them for who they really are. This person wears a mask. They create facades and illusions, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. So even though I feel like this person may be showing you one thing and doing that, that's not really their feelings. But I feel like they're addicted to this type of behavior. Like everybody does things when they're stressed out. Everybody does things when they are put under pressure. Some people go home and they have a glass of wine. Some people light up a joint. Some people, again, this person, I feel like runs around and gets attention from other people and then, becomes someone else, creates the facade. They can become somebody else, create the facade, fall in love, have a night of passion, and then, unfortunately have to go back to their real life the next day. But it's an escapism mechanism. And it's a way that they can pretend that they're an authority. They want to be seen as an authority. But I feel like there's something going on in this person's life where that's not what they feel like. That's why they need somebody that's going to give them the attention right now. It's going to make them feel good because they don't want to deal with their issue. They got impatient waiting for you to be honest with you, and it triggers them. It's almost like, I feel like you always were willing to compromise. And that doesn't mean like not hold your boundaries, but what this person would ask before, it wasn't hard for you to compromise, but this person wants you to compromise like your worth because they have an addiction problem. And so even though they have feelings that they know that you're a soulmate, it's like it's comfortable for them to have this default mechanism. Understand the reason why is because that's an issue with inside them. But being that this person, and when I say that, it sounds like it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. When I say empty, that this person is empty, it means where's the identity? Where's the individuality? What makes them them? Where do we put our time, our energy, our focus, our money, regardless of whether we're getting paid or not, regardless of what are you passionate about? What stirs up your soul? When people look at you, what do they identify you with? And when people look at this person, they look at them as a womanizer or somebody that's, I would say a manonizer, but there's no such thing. But like someone that runs around with a bunch of men, you know what I mean? Someone that, needs to get that constant attention, and because they feel empty. And that's because, anything outside of us that we look to fulfill us, it's only going to be temporary. That's why they say the kingdom of heaven's inside of you. If you can imagine it, you can create it. You have to embody that consciousness. This person, what are they embodying? Their body is going into somebody else's body, but they're not embodying anything. They're empty. They would require filling. And so we see that, but and the problem is that they want to be the authority, okay? And they're terrified of not having that because, again, the trauma. So yeah, it pushed them into competition. Again, the family patterns are the old habits where, again, too much attention on the physical body, and so it's betrayal. So let's see. I mean, it's not even really important to see, we can see what they did, but it's really not like important. We're going to see, are they ever going to heal? And I don't think that you should be with this person because this is where they are. But out of curiosity, we always want to know what the person's hidden truths are. I know it's not important. I know, God, it's not important, but inquiring minds want to know. The spirit will say, but the person's toxic, so why entertain it? And it's like, it's our ego. That's why. It's like we just want to know. But then we also want to know why we attracted this person into our life. I mean, that's really what spirit says. That's what's important, not what this person's going to do, because they're not going to heal by the time. They're not going to all of a sudden not become a sex addict, even if they come back. That's who they are until they become themselves. So they'll be entertained with you for a while, taken with you for a while, but eventually you're an outside thing, so you're temporary. You're not going to be a permanent thing. I knew exactly what I was doing, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, person is arrogant. They're self-righteous. They don't want to change. And you'd be like, why? If they again feel so bad about themselves, that person's fragmented. So even though they feel empty, they don't know who they are. They create the illusion so much that they believe it. By all the people that they use and run around, and there's karmic consequences. Clearly, that's why this person is like almost like, fuck it, I don't care. So I don't know, other things happened in this person's life. It's just they're not putting time and energy towards anything else. This is where they're putting their time and energy. This is what is holding precedence. And remember, it's how much time, energy, focus, and money you put into something that manifests. People think that you only have to put in a little bit of time. They don't realize how long and how often you have to really pour into something to make it happen. Okay? I couldn't let you get close to me. It's like, because if you saw this person, you'd never like who they were. You would look at them like you're disgusting. It's like you're not on my level. You're on such a low vibration. You're empty. There's nothing here. So it's only like lust, and this person falls in love. So again, you didn't let this person get close to you. And so they couldn't take advantage. This person really, like I said, I feel like is a narcissist. We use that word a lot on this channel, but nevertheless, this is narcissistic energy right here, where this person, again, thought they were too big to fail. They're failing. They're running around. They're getting their needs met. They're escaping the issue. They're just accumulating more negative karma, and they're treating you like as if you're doing something wrong because you're not going to let them treat you badly. Because again, they have an addiction problem to like sex, and they don't want to get help for it. They'll say it doesn't mean anything, but nevertheless, again, they want you. The underlying energy is that they truly want you. But again, what did we see? We didn't see love. We see want. We see lust. So again, that desire is there because you didn't let them get close. They didn't build an emotional rapport with you. they can normally manipulate people through their emotions. And the irony is that this person doesn't really have emotions. So they come on very charming and they know how to turn it on, obviously, but there's nothing there. It's empty. So this is what the way they're like, I knew what I was doing. I'm not ready to heal. So yes, I want you, but I'm not going to let myself like fall prey to this. I'm going to try and forget about you, and I'm going to run around and I'm going to do all what I'm doing. And something probably triggered this behavior too, because like I said, everybody has a stress. We're just curious what happened in this person's life, and then we'll see. Just really quick, spirit. Not that we're prying. We're just curious. We're just being a little nosy, is all. And spirit just says, they're needy. It's again, they're needy. They didn't want to be vulnerable with you. And really, it's the fact that they're really needy. You know, that's why it happened. They need the constant recite, but what else? Um, because I feel like this person thought that you would reach out to them. You didn't. I feel like this person was also waiting for other good news that never happened, and it affect their confidence. And really, it's like they're a phoenix. So, you know, every phoenix, like we usually see the phoenix rising from the ashes. But this person is like before the person rises to the ashes, it's like they're coming to their phoenix moment is what spirit is saying. Spirit saying it's like this is just what they do. They go through cycles, and the cycle will be, it's almost like if a person goes on a binge eating, well, this person goes on a sex binge, and then eventually there's a karmic consequence, and there's a tower moment, and then there's a an awakening time. So this person continues to do that. And they have partners, or that people that actually have feelings, people that are not dating anyone else, people that believe this person. So eventually that karma has caught up to them a little bit. I also feel like some of the people are dealing with someone that again is so afraid of the intimacy and the divorce. They had a divorce, like they and rejection. So what did this is the fact that you have boundaries. It triggered this person. They've also racked up a lot of people that are, you know, angry with them. And so there's karmic consequences. And there was also a divorce that happened. And this person, like I said, is afraid of rejection. They don't want to look at the cold hard truth, but uh, understand it's like they might not have enough to give. And here it is, like there's a part of this person that's in the poor me, I got divorced, someone took advantage of me. And not they don't want to look at everything that they did though, because they cheated on that person too. And so this person has racked up a lot of negative karma, not just by whoever they were married to, but you know, other people. And then here it is, you're gonna have boundaries, you're gonna hold them accountable. They can't do it. They're not who it is. They're needy. They're needy and they're afraid of rejection. So that's so spirit says that's why they don't have really anything to offer. And they know that if you got close, that you would see that and you would be like, I don't, you would try and tell them what to do to like get better. And this person doesn't really want to. And that's really the issue. So we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? If you're a mirror of whom, what comes into your life? Because this person was horrible. It's like they were not a decent person at all. You know, let me see the first part out is discipline. Discipline, abuse, okay, neglect, okay, time and attention, um, Abandonment. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, well, a few fell out on the side. I get, I'll take them. I mean, I never believe in any accidents, okay? I mean, so we see abuse and we saw discipline. So whenever I see discipline, really, I mean, in this situation, if you were abused and you were neglected, well, because you didn't get time and attention, again, obviously you would feel abandoned, but the discipline would be a lot of times kids need that discipline from their parents to like cheer them on, right? To like be supportive, to guide them. And if there was no time and attention and you were ignored, well, then you weren't consistent really at becoming yourself, especially if you were abused, your mind would be in survival mode. It wouldn't be on being like childlike. When we're like child, we're finding ourselves. Kids be, play. That's what they do. Like whenever you see people like on America's Got Talent, you always see the images of those parents that were supporting their children. Or a parent that supported them and might have died, but always gave them that support, or that there was somebody that was there that encouraged them to keep going, because it's now normal to hit stumbling blocks. But if you're, not feeling secure because you're coming from a home where you're abused and neglected, and that's psychic trauma when you're being neglected, psychological trauma, again, being ignored, being forgotten, feeling like, again, that you're not worth time and attention, where you're neglected about, well, guess what? You took that to heart. But in that space, again, we found gifts. What we see here is that there was no support. If anything, the abuse was psychological, belittled, and really someone held you back. Someone held you back. Someone oppressed you from really finding something. So again, you were in a place of survival because you didn't have support. You didn't have love. You were abused. You were oppressed. You were told that there was something wrong with you. You were belittled. That's why you attracted this person into your life. That's why. So Spirit says, and what are we supposed to be doing? Because obviously this person we don't really want to be bothered with, because what we know is they're not healthy. And they're not even facing what they did. They don't have a care in the world. They know exactly what they did. They think that eventually, this is a competition. Eventually you're going to give in somehow. So let's see. And I'm looking for to see again, what are we supposed to do? We have this, what with this energy, this negative energy, that we have to transmute it obviously into something. Even this person, like, becomes the phoenix, but will eventually rise from the ashes. Not today, but again, right now, like this person's gonna crash and burn right before the crash and burn. That's why they're arrogant. That's why they don't have a care in the world, So this is the energy that you have to remember for if they come back. Guardian angel, know that you were protected. You were protected, Spirit's saying that the way is open for you. So you were protected, and you were protected because you were true to yourself. This person wanted to like make you like not have boundaries, not care about yourself. They wanted you to feel like, it's okay that I have this whole other life. It's not okay. Not at all. You know, um, got arrogant because they got away with it for a long time. Then now all of a sudden they're upset because they're going through a divorce, and they're paying for that while they're running around with other people racking up karma that way, acting like they don't have a care in the world. Again, hearts align. Align your actions with your heart's true desires to follow your passion. So you might have also been protected because you are following your passion. So remember, when you're doing what you love, you're embodying the energy of God. And so you are protected. You do have angels around you. So you wouldn't lower your standard because you're like, what am I lowering my standard for? For a person it's make pretend land? I mean, every night they fall in love with someone different, someone else gets to fall in love with them, so they get to stay in dreamland. This person's not even present in their own life. Come on. Spirit says it was to finally transform your fears into your strength. To understand that no one can stop you, that you're protected. You may feel like things are happening slower or that it might not happen, but God says you're on the right path. You keep on doing what you're doing. It's like the devil always comes when you're about to give birth. You're making it happen. It's like it may not be happening yet. So you may be like, well, I have a dream and it's not happening yet. It's like, and I don't know. And Spirit says, listen, it's happening. The devil is sitting there, maybe telling you that you're behind schedule. But God says everything's in divine time. The universe always definitely has the underdog's back every time, Spirit says. So just stay on your path. Stay on your path because you're about to ascend life. It's always a little bit quiet right before you're about to step it up a notch, is what Spirit's saying. Be patient. You didn't get in your own way. This person's no good. This person definitely wanted to hold you back. It's like, because they see a good thing, they were hoping that you didn't. And so we end off with one more positive action. Focus on the beauty in you and find silence. Live and honor the present by doing what you can do now and what you cannot change, let go of and entrust in God. So Spirit says, you're actually doing what you're doing. And take one more because I'm called to affirmation. Listen to yourself and acknowledge your needs, assess yourself, and retain your power. Be brave and gentle. Don't have to be afraid of others. Respect yourself, and you'll be respected by others. And that's what Spirit's saying. It's like you're integrating a lot of old wounds. So that's why you had to go through this experience and embody a whole other consciousness so you could see a whole other reality. And this is what happens right before you're about to level up. So stay strong. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.